one of the most spineless, feckless, pathetic members of the United States Senate is Florida Senator Rick Scott. Rick Scott has been going around saying about the allegations against Pete Hegseth, we need to hear from people. We need people willing to answer questions. We've got to get people in front of us so we can talk to them. And when he appeared yesterday on CNN, Jake Tapper asked him a completely reasonable question, which is, what about having Pete Hegseth release the NDA from the woman he paid not to talk so she can come here and I can ask her questions and then we can evaluate her credibility? And Rick Scott goes, oh, no. The NDA must stay. The NDA is sacred. This guy is pathetic. Let's take a look at the video.
That these anonymous sources say these things without willing to go on your show or some show and have you asked them all the questions.
A point that you're making here, the woman who accuses Pete of raping her in 2017, although the police, so we should note, did not charge him with any crime. That woman, Pete Hegseth, paid her money and she signed a non-disclosure agreement, so she can't come on my show to talk about it. Do you think Pete should release her from the NDA so that I can ask her the questions that you want me to?
Absolutely not. There's so many. Think about it, Jake. You know,
absolutely
how many people?
Not?
Wait, Jake.
He said, absolutely not.
We know how many people sign non-disclosures just to eliminate something. Not that they ever did anything wrong, and he was never charged with anything.
Do you want me to ask her questions, or do you not want me to ask her questions? I'm confused.
So I'm not going to suggest that somebody change a contract that they sign, but. Okay, this is Trump's nominee. He won. A lot of people don't like the fact that he won. He won. We have to make a change as Department of Defense. We have the risk of war. The world's on fire. We've got to change how our Department of Defense is run.
Yeah, no,
he's going to do it.
I hear you, but you started this interview and saying you don't like all these anonymous accusations, and I should be able to interview these people. I'm saying, okay, shouldn't Pete Hegseth release this woman from her non-disclosure agreement so that I can do what you suggested at the top of the interview you wanted me to do?
Absolutely not. I mean, some of these things are done for a variety of reasons, but
whatever. This is getting completely around the point. Whatever the reason that it was originally done, maybe there's a higher order priority now, which is clearing Pete Hegseth's name. And if Rick Scott believes that if the truth came out about the allegations associated with that NDA, it would make Pete Hegseth look really good, he should be saying, yeah, maybe Pete Hegseth should consider releasing the woman from the NDA and letting her come and speak. But that's not what he actually expects would happen because he knows the allegations are credible.
Look,
how am I supposed to interview her and have her not be anonymous anymore if he won't release her from the non-disclosure agreement?
Well, first off, there was an investigation. He wasn't charged. All right? That's exactly what happened. The police did the investigation and he wasn't charged.
He did pay her money to be quiet, though.
So there was an investigation. He wasn't charged. So he's got, why don't people respect these people that defend our freedom? I'm proud of my father. He fought in the Second World War. He did all the...
Imagine talking about your dad's military record when the question is Pete Hegseth's alleged sexual assault.
Combat jobs. He put his life on the line. Pete put his life on the line. Respect him.
Well, I respect veterans and soldiers all the time, but that's not really the point. I mean, millions of Americans have served in the military. That doesn't mean that they should be in charge of the military.
Well, here's a guy that put his life on the line, all right? He's fought for veterans since he got out. He's got the right background. He knows the problem of woke.
Yeah. Nothing screams innocence like silencing your accuser with a payout and a legal gag order, and nothing then screams accountability like having a politician go on TV and defend the gag order rather than saying, let's get the truth out here. These are not serious people. I do believe, as I said earlier, that the Hegseth nomination is ultimately going to fail, but I think it's going to fail not because of Rick Scott, but because of other Republican senators. We will watch it very closely. Maybe by the time you listen to this, Hegseth will be out, or maybe not. Every romantic relationship has periods where people get busy struggle to find time to connect or find new ways to connect. And that's why our sponsor Paired has been such a valuable tool for so many people. It's the app for couples who want to strengthen their relationship. Every day, Paired gives you personalized questions or quizzes or games to stay connected, deepen your conversations, and have fun. The best part is you can't see your partner's answer until you answer. So it's a safe space to have an open and honest discussion about the relationship. No faking it or pretending, just genuine connection to keep the spark alive. My girlfriend and I have used Paired. Even if you've known your partner for years, like I have, I still feel like Paired helps me learn new things and stay connected. Whether you're just a few dates in or you've been together a long time, like me, find the time to connect with your partner, nourish the relationship. Head to paired.com/Pacman to get a 7-day free trial and 25% off if you sign up for a subscription. The link is in the description.